What's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about Dogpack404's new video about MrBeast. Now, if you don't know who Dogpack404 is, he is a former MrBeast employee who has been recently coming out with a ton of accusations against MrBeast, some of which have a ton of evidence backing them. The main one being him running illegal lotteries and him just committing fraud by faking most of his videos. However, those are not the accusations we're going to be talking about today. In Dogpack's newest video, he brings up the fact that a MrBeast employee is a convicted pedophile. This gentleman in question's name is Jefferson Charles Robert, and his crime was raping an 11-year-old girl in the state of Delaware. Now, I mentioned the state here, and that is important because that was his nickname around MrBeast HQ. His nickname was that because he was not allowed back in Delaware because of this crime. Now, if you guys want evidence that this is in fact a MrBeast crew member, look at this photo right here. That is the same person. I really don't think I need to say more on that. However, what makes this situation even worse is the fact that this guy is not just some random guy MrBeast picked up, but JaketheViking's brother-in-law. Now, if you need evidence for that, look at this tweet right here. This guy, James Jackson, tweets, "So I'm watching MrBeast YT, and they keep calling at JaketheViking Delaware. Since I'm from Delaware, I'm curious why you call him Delaware. They're calling my brother-in-law / manager Delaware, and that's because that's his name." So that's proof right there that this guy is in fact JaketheViking's brother-in-law. What's that? You need more evidence? Alright, well here's this tweet from avakristyson. I know, not the most reliable source probably, but we're gonna read this tweet anyway. "Never ask Jake how he quote-unquote protected his kid or his family from his bro-in-law." This person replies, "Low blow, I thought we weren't talking about kids." Kris Tyson replies, "Who you keep in your company describes a lot about you." Maybe the most hypocritical statement of the entire year, but I think it's still valid. Here are the requirements for something to be considered fourth-degree rape in Delaware. I'm not going to read them just because I don't want my video being age-restricted, but if you want to pause the video and read them, you're free to do that. So over the past 2 weeks, MrBeast's entire brand has been unfolding, and people are saying that his company is done for. Nobody's going to watch MrBeast anymore. And in my opinion, that is simply not true. Why? Because children do not care. Half of the kids watching MrBeast, probably more than half of the kids watching MrBeast, have never even heard of these accusations yet, and they probably never will until they're older. They do not care at all, and you can't really cancel somebody whose fan base doesn't care unless YouTube steps in. But I don't think YouTube's going to be stepping in because they are literally doing everything they can to defend MrBeast, such as shadow banning videos that talk about him. My videos would usually have over 3,000 impressions in the first day. My videos are getting like literally less than 1,000 impressions in a day recently, at least my ones about MrBeast, and they have just been getting really low engagement. And why is that? In my opinion, I think that's because YouTube's recommending these videos to people that they know aren't going to watch them, and even when they do watch them, they aren't really engaging, and they're not really watching the video. They're just clicking on the video and leaving. So it's leaving a click-through rate. Yeah, I have like a 10% click-through rate, but I'm not getting any engagement, so that's not going to push my video in the algorithm anymore. I don't know, maybe a conspiracy theory, but that's just my thoughts on this situation. With that being said, though, guys, this is kind of a wacky situation, so I'm going to leave it at that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.